Quentin de la Pierre on board the French boat's got themselves foiling, but where's he going to fit the boat in? The Bonds Flying Rouge are struggling for a gap as well. Everyone's looking slow when the line's going to turn white.
Oh, Quentin de la Pierre had to bury the nose, Stevie, or he would have had a collision.
There was just nowhere to go through, but it's Diego Botín that's judged it right. And look at that, they're up and foiling on board the Spanish. They're going to roll over the top of the fleet and lead at Mark 1.
At mark number 1, race number 1, it is the Spanish, the winners of the last event in San Francisco. Get a little dip there. So Spain makes the turn around the last gate as they head for home, as they will come in front of the fans at Governor's Island, and they'll get an opportunity to celebrate this first win, and it will be the Emirates winning moment as Spain comes into view. There are the fans, the hardy fans that are riding out this weather system, and it will be race number 1 going the way of the Spanish. So Peter Burling.
So what we're talking about there, they're having to work out how to do a manoeuvre because they haven't ever done it as a 3 before.
Rockwell, Denmark coming through in 3rd place. So a great performance for them, Stevie, a team that we've talked about off air a little bit, how they've been underperforming. They need a big result here in New York.
Nice one, guys. 0.8, 7-year racing.
We're watching for this line to turn red. It's going to be so tight. The Roos are coming in hot at the bottom. Slingsby's absolutely nailed it. Oh, that was a brilliant start by Tom Slingsby on the Bonds Flying Rouge there. What a start from them. They had a good first race, but they should lead at Mark 1 from here.
It's Australia, it's the Stars and Stripes, and it is Rockwell, Denmark going 3 wide as they approach mark number 1 here in New York City.
Crucial decisions now for these marks. If you're at the back of the pack, you've got to look to manoeuvre early and try and get yourself back in the race here. If you're on the outside of the wheel like Canada, like Switzerland, like Rockwell, Denmark, how do you pick your way back through the fleet when you turn onto the non-priority tack?
We got a tight one here with the Bonds Flying Rouge trying to hold their nerve against Mubadala, Brazil, and it's a tight one.
Oh, it's tight. Really tight. Too tight there. Too tight by Slingsby. He had to give them room to get around the outside. I don't know if there was any collision or not. It looked very, very close. So you can see Slingsby's on the outside. He has to give room. If they were overlapped, which I believe they were, and it seems to be like Craig Mitchell, the chief umpire, believes they were as well, they have to give sufficient room for the Brazilians to get through, and that does not look like sufficient room to me.
Nice work, guys.
Well, we do have an Emirates winning moment, and it goes the way of the Bonds Flying Rouge. For the first time, Australia, under their new name, claims a victory here in New York City.
Mubadala, Brazil, that was a great result getting a 2nd place, but it's tricky when you fall off the foils.
So Mubadala, Brazil, first time they finished in the top 3 since Los Angeles, which was event number 4. And it looks like France will hold on for 3rd. So a big performance there for Quentin de la Pierre and the French.
All about timing from here. Watch out for the black foils. They're going to be able to wind it up. They're going to be able to get their timing right. How's he done it? Looking out for Peter Burling in the middle of the line. The line's gone white. We go, and it's a drag race between Rockwell, Denmark, and the black foils towards Mark 1. Australia, France, and Canada, and Great Britain and Brazil are going to be way, way behind. They've got to make something magic happen at Mark 1 because at the moment they are way out the back.
Here we go, mark number 1 with heaps of rain. Rockwell, Denmark on the outside, and on the inside it's the black foils. The Kiwis had a terrible last race. They're looking to bounce back. Remember, they finished in 2nd in race number 1.
Oh, a little bit loose, putting on a show for the fans there. Oh, DJ Khaled, the hype master, will have loved that move by the Germans as they came in front of the fans there, but unfortunately not good for boat speed. They are about to lap everyone here, okay? So they've been up to the top, they're coming down to the bottom. They've stayed on the foils. Well, Peter Burling,
look at this.
I don't know if we've ever seen anyone lap the whole fleet before. This is when the black foils are on fire, they're something else, aren't they?
This is an embarrassment of riches right now, Hannah.
That's right, but they are going to come back in contact with the fleet, so it's going to be really hard for them. They're not just going to be able to punch through and come out the other side, unless they can find a bit of a gap to get through.
Well, Peter Burling has been referred to as Harry Houdini several times, so potentially now we're about to see Moses part the fleet coming through here. He's going to find a way through, potentially, the black foils. When you're going 3 times the speed, it's just like driving round a little fixed thing in the water. He's going to go round the outside here, no drama.
Deep, yeah. Rudder's on, mate.
Black foils have just brought it home. The Emirates winning moment there, Todd, for the black foils. So they've managed to save a day. They'll be loving that, I can assure you. There's nothing that you can enjoy more than...
So race number 3 goes the way of the black foils, and now we have plenty of time to decipher where they are. So race number 1, New Zealand got a 2nd. Race number 2, they finished in 11th. There's your bad race. You can throw that one away. And race number 3, they get a win. So going into tomorrow, they're going to be in a really good position. But it will be Denmark finishing in 2nd place. Congratulations to Nikolai Sehested and his crew. 4 people on board. Denmark got a 3rd in race number 1, dropped back to a 10th on race number 2, and they get a 2nd on race number 3. Spain brings it across officially. They finish in 3rd.
A good day for the Spanish, that. Tough day out here, really. Here go New Zealand, here come Mubadala, Brazil. Now it's timing and it's a drag race from here. Brilliant start by the Spanish, great from Denmark as well, but they're going to struggle to keep those fast foils in the water on this reach to Mark 1. The Bond Flying Roos are flying too high there.
So as they approach mark number 1, this is fleet race number 4, and once again it is the Spanish showing everyone their tail lights.
Oh, Botín and crew, what a job they've done on that first leg there. Joel Rodriguez, the flight controller, hats off to him, handling that F50 at the speed. And look how quickly the first turn comes. There'll be less wind in under the fans here, and they're going to all look to manoeuvre away early. Spain in the lead, they control it. New Zealand are blocked. Oh, they're all getting blocked. Italy control the turn. Rockwell, Denmark, the British managed to find a way out there. It's so tight after Mark 1 as the teams try and avoid that light wind under the fans. Lead change, Brazil with the right of way. That's going to be a massive gain to Brazil, but Spain are now heading towards that favoured side of the course. Will they make a gain late on leg 2?
You can see the difference in colour on the water, just demonstrating how much pressure difference there is. The difference between the most pressure and the least pressure is going to make a huge impact on your boat speed.
Okay, so Goodison here, Coolin Martini wants to push towards the ley line. Brazil are going to try and get there in one more manoeuvre. They're just up here, one more manoeuvre, then they look for a left turn. Spain's option will be a last-minute dive inside at this final top mark, but this could be the moment for Mubadala Brazil. Yet to win a race in SailGP. Could this be the first one? Big advantage at the moment, but can Spain make a late dive in at the top mark? 2 more manoeuvres for Spain, no more manoeuvres for Brazil.
And now they head for home, and they will come right in front of the Adrenaline Lounge as history will be made on the Hudson as Brazil, Mubadala Brazil with Martini Grail at the wheel, look to claim their first victory in SailGP as they come to the line, and the Emirates winning moment for the first time goes the way of the Brazilians. Martini Grail and Mubadala Brazil win race number 4.
Spanish bring it home 2nd, another solid one for them, but France in 3rd and New Zealand have worked their way back to 4th. This could be huge to try and get to this event final, but Mubadala Brazil, what a tricky race to make your first race win as well. 9 seconds to go. It's going to be Australia and New Zealand at the bottom of the line. Spain at the top. Who's judged it right as the line goes white? Oh, Botín again out the gun like a bullet, but it's going to be the black foils on the inside that I think will be able to dominate from here and lead at Mark 1.
So New Zealand having the inside line as they approach mark number 1 here in race number 5. The winner gets 10 points and that much closer to the event final.
Oh, but Italy have sailed so fast. Oh, Tessie on the flight control. What a job the Italians have done there. Full absolute send by Red Bull Italy. Bit of a better turn away by New Zealand. New Zealand control the first decision. They should be able to manoeuvre away first. And now it's all about what happens back in the pack. Bond's Flying Roos, they're so high, and Italy again. Oh, the Roos are up and jumping out the water. Massive error as the board dropped there. Got too high, splashed down. It's a full reset for the Bonds Flying Roos after that one.
Look at
Spain
this.
at the moment right at the back of the pack. They miss out on the final by courtesy of a tie break. Of course, tie breaks are decided by whoever does best in the last race. All to do for Spain here. Brazil, France, they're doing the job at the moment, but it's still so tight. Spain have got to find some magic on the upside part of this course now.
And this is a very tight spot as they go to like 6 of 6. We will focus our attention now on the team out in front, and that is France. They will pick up a win here, and this is going to be enormous because we have had 5 races here in New York City, 5 different winners, and the Emirates Woody moment goes to the French here on the Hudson.
Black Falls have come second, consistently the best team so far today. But Mubadala, Brazil, they're going to follow in behind Emirates Great Britain. Good result for Emirates Great Britain with a third. They need that in terms of the season. Don't think they've got any hope of making the final here really now. But Mubadala, Brazil, first and a fourth on Super Sunday.
Okay, coming away in 2, 1, here we go.
10 seconds to go. It looks oh so tight in and around that start. Mubadala, Brazil could be a little bit late back to the line here for my liking. 4 seconds to go. Rolex pole predictor sits on New Zealand. Burling spins the boat towards Mark 1, and it's now a drag race. France are out the back. Spain are out the back. Brazil are out the back. This is going to be a battle from the back to get to the final. Oh, the black foils are well positioned on the inside here, Todd. It's an absolute drag race, but I think New Zealand will potentially lead unless the Roos have just got the inside. They've just got an overlap. Slingsby gives a nudge to Burling. Burling keeps it safe, and it's going to be the boxing crews that get round first. They fly around, and they're going to be setting themselves up for gate 2.
So we'll keep our eye on Spain and Brazil because that really is the battle to see who's going to get into that top 3. France also precariously positioned right now. Why? Because they are sitting in 11th place. They need to make up some room and make up some spots quick. And here we go. It comes down to this. Right now it's France, New Zealand, and Spain, Stevie, has moved in front of Brazil.
Todd. Massive game. You see this dark patch of water where Spain are? It looks like they've just found an absolute rocket launcher gust there. That's like you're playing Mario Kart and you've got a super rocket to fire you up through the fleet. Absolute genius or a little bit of lady luck, we don't know, but Spain have made it count. Massive gain. Brazil needs some magic to get them back in this now.
Looks like the Bonds Flying Roos are going to get the win. The Emirates winning moment goes to Tom Slingsby and the Australians. They win race 2 and they win race 6.
Canada, this could be good for their overalls here. Can they, get a solid result for the overall positions? Great Britain as well. Some of the teams that really haven't performed this weekend putting on a great last race there. Really good race for Emirates Great Britain as well in that overall battle. It's going to be really close on points, but crucially, Spain are ahead of Brazil and maybe about to make a nice dive in on board the United States. How have they done that? They've just sailed straight through the wind shadow, and Brazil are pinned out. Oh, no. It's a bit of a shocker for Mubadala, Brazil. I don't know how the Spanish have just sailed straight through the wind shadow of the Americans there, but that's a great result for both teams. That's going to get them to the final here. What a tight race. Spain control New Zealand at the moment. France have got their own bit of space. It is all about timing. Here come the French. They wind it up. But Quentin de Lipierre dives for the inside. But is he late? Line's going to go wide. It looks like Botin's got it right. What a start by the Spanish. France are out the back. Spain have control at the first mark. And they're going to lead the fleet away.
guys. What do you want?
Look at the speed, nearly 67 kilometers an hour as they hit 70 now, as they hit mark number 1 at the event final. It will be the Spanish that have the lead, the defending champions from season 4 and winners of the last race. They are out in front, the black foils right behind, and France with some work to do.
Oh, we're on board Mark 1, but that was lovely work by the Spanish. They worked themselves up to give themselves a good exit to Mark 1. Spain manoeuvre first. Oh no, Spain were later to manoeuvre than Burling thought. Would be surprised to see a protest there, but I think the right of way was all okay for Spain then. They just about pushed the limits of the rule, but they got it right. All boats are going to turn right, it looks like here. Great news if you're leading. You see left-hand side of the screen, New Zealand are just forcing the issue here. They had to drop 2 boards to get that turn. Always going to be a hard manoeuvre. They got slow doing that, and that could be costly. They felt like this was the time to roll the dice. They had to take a different turn. If they followed Spain, they're definitely behind. You get slow, you're going to lose a lot of distance. They might well lose the French here, and this is just good news for the Spain.
And here they are. The Emirates winning moment once again will go to the team of Diego Botin, Florian Trittel, and company in New York City, Spain will reign supreme.
Vamos indeed.
Coast to coast, the Spanish are winners in San Francisco 77 days ago and now in New York City.
The conditions were super hard with very up and down breeze, waves, strong gusts, and we didn't find our groove, but through the day we were getting better and better, and we got a good groove for the final.
It's nice to get another US leg win, and yeah, super happy with the result. It was a hard day today. New York is hard in itself with the conditions, so really happy to come out on top here.
It is Spain that gets the 10 points on the overall. New Zealand gets 9, and France and Content de la Pierre, they will grab the 8. And now as we turn the page on the 2025 season, 46 points, 1 point clear of the Bonds Flying Rouge. So there you see the teams that have won all 5 seasons of SailGP battling out the top. New Zealand now with Peter Burling, Stevie, in the top 3.
Yeah, I mean, Burling, they'll be happy with that. And I think the big losers here, really, Canada and Great Britain have lost quite a lot of points. But look at that, all the way from 6th up to the top of the fleet. It's all on for this fight to the grand final. A lot of work to be done by some of those teams at the bottom of the pile, though. They need to rethink.